one power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power, indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power.
Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Midtown, Atlanta. Such is the nature of life that all it asks and all it wants is the opportunity to appear. You are that opportunity, and so am I, and so it is. Whoever you are, whatever path brought you here today, please know that you are welcome and celebrated. We know who you are. You are an individualized expression of spirit in which we all live. You are life's unique opportunity to be someone unique and wonderful. Whatever your ethnic background, religious affiliation, however you identify yourself, know that you are welcome here today. We're glad you're joining us here today, and you're welcome to be a part of this community in whatever way serves you. If you're enjoying this and coming weekly, please share this on social media with your friends. It's how we're getting the word out right now. Invite them to come be with us every Sunday. And if you're really getting something out of this, consider contributing if you're not already. Something as simple as $5 a month could make a big difference to what we're doing. So here's our vision statement. We are a strong, open, globally connected community centered on the clarity of principle through teaching, service, and practice. We create through a safe and respectful environment that supports healthy spiritual growth. And now, our Declaration of Principles as written by our founder, Ernest Holmes.
A few of the Declaration of Principles we live by.
I believe in one God, one absolute power, and first cause to all things.
I believe that this power is perfect love, and it creates out of a desire to express love.
I believe all thought is creative, and how I choose to think creates my personal experience.
I believe in the unity of all life, and the immortality of the individual soul forever unfolding.
I believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of God to all.
And so it is.
So grateful, hey.
So a practitioner is someone who has demonstrated the ability to use spiritual practice and spiritual laws in their daily lives to bring about changes in their own lives. They've demonstrated they know how to bring about these changes in others when asked. They're licensed by the Center for Spiritual Living and are available to provide you spiritual guidance. You can reach out to them on our website, cslmidtown.org. And today, we've got one of our wonderful practitioners with us to share good ideas in affirmative prayer called the Spiritual Mind Treatment. Welcome, Maya Fuller.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings, CSL Midtown. I'm going to just jump straight into spiritual mind treatment. I'm going to say this treatment in the first person so that we can accept the words that resonate with us for ourselves. So let's settle. Let's settle into this sacred space of this right now moment and drop into our hearts so that we can know and declare the truth that there is but one life. That life is God, and that life is perfect, whole, complete, and ever present. That life is my life now. There is one divine presence, one infinite intelligence, one perfect love, one source of all being, expressing itself fully and freely right here and right now. We can never be apart from this presence. And I know that even in difficult moments, Spirit is at work. So I release all fear, all doubt, all worry, all criticism, all condemnation, and every false belief of separation, lack, limitation, or hurt. Through the wisdom of the one mind, I forgive and release every person, every condition, and every experience of the past. I let it all go now. I look for the good. I expect the good. I welcome the good. If there's anything in me that does not belong, it is dissolved or removed right now. I know that there is perfect circulation, perfect assimilation, perfect elimination in my body, life, world, and affairs. If there's anything needed for my well-being, it is supplied in divine right order. Every atom, every cell, every function of my body responds to the vitality, intelligence, and perfection of spirit. I am alive with strength, energy, wholeness, and radiant, vibrant health. I rejoice that divine intelligence is always moving into newer and greater expressions of life as my life right now. It expresses as my awakening, my clarity, my creative self-expression, my loving and harmonious relationships, and my abundant good. I know that what is mine by right of consciousness and is even right now coming into visible form. Love flows freely. Wisdom flows freely. Joy flows freely. Creative energy in me, through me, all around me flows freely. And I live in the overflow of that infinite good with much to share, much to enjoy, and much for which to be grateful. I'm so, so grateful. I greet the God self in everyone I meet and everyone I encounter. I know that I am loving, lovable, loving, and loved. I know that my world is blessed by compassion, joy, peace, kindness, and mutuality. My self-expression expands in beautiful, bold, fresh, inspired ways. New ideas emerge, new avenues open, new possibilities present themselves. Whatever no longer serves its highest good is released, and all that is true, whole, and life-giving is embraced. So I trust the law of mind, which always says yes to the word that I speak in faith. And I speak this word for this day, for this gathering, for this community, for every member, every friend, every guest, every life touched by this broadcast. I declare that truth is revealed, love is felt, peace is present, hearts are opened, minds are receptive, and blessings abound. So it is with deep gratitude and appreciation and joy that I lovingly release this word into the law, knowing that it is already done. This and even better, beyond our expectations of good. I give thanks, I give thanks, I give thanks, and I let it be. And as a community of faith, together we say, and so it is. Amen. And now for some music.
Little words hanging on a kitchen wall, wooden letters painted white, in a house that wasn't tall. Live, love, laugh, simple as a prayer. But sometimes the smallest words carry the most air. I've chased 1,000 miles looking for what matters most. Money comes and money goes, but love is what we toast. I've seen rich men lonely and poor men full of light. Turns out happiness ain't something you can buy. So live like every sunrise knows your name. Love like every heart deserves the same. Laugh like the world ain't broken in half. If all we leave behind is the joy inside our path, then we did it right. If we live, love, laugh. I met a waitress downtown, working double shifts all week, still smiling at the strangers, still kindness when she speaks. She said life's a funny thing, you blink and it goes past. So hold the ones you love and don't forget to laugh, 'cause the years move faster than we ever understand. One day you're a young dreamer, next you're holding someone's hand. So live like every sunrise knows your name. Love like every heart deserves the same. Laugh like the world ain't broken in half. If all we leave behind is the joy inside our path, then we did it right. If we live, love, laugh. One day the road will end and the music fades away, but the way we made people feel is the thing that's gonna stay. So live like your story matters now. Love like forgiveness is a vow. Laugh even when the sky turns gray, 'cause a beautiful life ain't measured by the math. It's written in the moments where we live, love, laugh. Yeah, beautiful life ain't measured by the math. It's written in the moments where we live,
All right, it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker this morning, and we will welcome back Reverend Dr. Harry Morgan Moses. He's been the founder of 3 New Thought organizations, and we've seen him here quite a lot. We're glad he's here, and he has a podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Tuesdays, right? Coffee with Casper, his beautiful dog there. So, welcome, Dr. Harry. Thanks.
Hey, man, it's nice to see you and nice to be with everybody today. Well, if you saw the title of the talk this morning was called Three Little Words, and since you just heard that wonderful song by Joe Sebastian, you know what those 3 little words are: live, love, and laugh. So let's go back in principle a little bit. One of the things that you've already heard in whatever you've heard this morning is that we believe, and I certainly believe, and have lived most of my life now, some 50 years since I came into the teaching, understanding that thought is creative, that what's going through our mind is hitting something called the law of the circle, that which comes from me returns to me. It's called the law of the circle or the law of mind. And it's what it is, as the founder, Ernest Holmes, who wrote the original book, The Science of Mind, and was one of the great metaphysicians of the last century, made a huge contribution to the awakening world. What he said is the inner recognition of reality is what the law, or the law of the circle, or the law of mind is receiving. So what you really perceive about life, about being alive, about spirit, about soul, about body, what you really believe, the sum total of your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, that's becoming your experience. And it's coming out through the law of mind, or the law of creation, as the multi-dimensional aspects of your life. And so what I wanted to get to, and wanted us to get to in these, as we look out in a polarized world, and a world, as the Pope has been noting, which has too much war going on, we, the peacemakers, we, the nonviolent souls, we must get focused, and we must get the law of mind to reflecting in our lives the greatest possible good in our lives. Why? Because the more good that happens in our life, that good, and here's a statement that I discovered and have written about and spoken about for years, that is that we do not live, no soul lives just for himself, because no soul is a part. Everyone is a part of the whole, and everyone is operating the law of mind. And we live in a vibrational universe, meaning the tone that's coming from us is hitting the law of the circle, and it's returning. And so what we're getting at here, and you can see behind me, there's a painting of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was, of course, the person who walked the path of nonviolence into the world and changed the world by living his life. So we don't live just for ourselves. We live for ourselves and for everybody who's touched by the arena of our experience. So the vibration you are making is touching the circle in your life, those family and friends that you identify with, those that you are spending time with, those that you are vibrating with. And so if we want the highest vibration, then we should put our attention on live, laugh, and love. Teilhard de Chardin, another great mystic from the last century, he says, joy is the infallible sign of the presence of God. So the more that we are aware of life itself, as the songwriter says, like, greet each day, like every sunrise knows your name, like that this is the day, the psalmist said, this is the day the Lord has made, and you should rejoice, and I am rejoiced and glad in it. And of course, the suggestion is that I am that is rejoiced and glad in the life and the vibration and the reality of the individuality that is me, because it's responding to the inner recognition of my reality. What do I see as true? Do you see life, love, and beauty? So again, Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. And I would say you need to see the change that you want to be. Because if you can see that, for example, the Dalai Lama says, although he's a Tibetan Buddhist, he says, my religion is kindness, right? So you can see whether you are bringing to the very spot where your inner recognition of reality, how you really see life, not only your life now, but your life as an immortal spiritual being. I am now an immortal spiritual being, superior to my mind, to my body, and to my experience. That affirmation was written again by another great soul named Roy U.D. Davis, who spent a lifetime teaching these ideas and combining ideas of East and West, of new thought and ancient ideas that have been in the Ayurvedic writings forever. So there are so many, each of the ancient traditions has truth in it. And yet it's not a question of our thinking, it's not, our analyzing everybody's faith. It's where my inner recognition of reality is. Do I see life as love and peace and joy and power and beauty and heaven's first law, which is harmony? It was Judge Troward early in the 1900s, late in the 1800s, who started to see that harmony must be the nature of reality. Otherwise, that which is the absolute could be destroyed. And we know scientifically, energy and matter are equal and interchangeable, and energy cannot be destroyed. It simply changes form. So I am part of that life force. And what I'm seeing and perceiving is becoming my experience. And so if we just pause for a minute and say, well, if it's a vibrational universe and I'm trying to put out the highest vibration that I can, and that's where we should put our intention. Our intention should be to vibrate at the highest possible level, to be filled with life, love, beauty, to be filled with laughter and joy, to let the infallible sign of the presence of God be in you. Joy is the infallible sign. So our songwriter there really hits it. He says, what matters is the joy inside our path. What matters is, are we appreciating the folks around us and loving them deeply? Are we honored and honoring of every soul? That every soul is the potential awakening Buddha, the awakening Christ, the giver of life, coming to a greater degree of awareness and sharing that awareness, which becomes an instrument of wholeness, and wholeness is healing and integration and understanding, and we go spiraling up. And the more our awareness expands, the more our consciousness is affecting the life of other people. So again, what we're getting at here is, if you really want to juice it up, you've got to greet every day. This is the day. This is the day. Treat every day like the morning knows your name and greet it. I've often taught and continue to teach, don't get out of bed till you can greet the day, right? My meditation routine takes place in the early AM, and before I really even get out of bed, I'm focused on the I am that I am. I'm focused on asking and seeking and knocking for a greater degree of awareness. I'm asking and seeking and knocking for deeper levels of joy, for conscious awareness of deeper levels of love, for consciously being in tune with the infinite, for constantly opening my eyes to the beauty that's surrounding me all the time, to consciously listen to the birds singing, who do not wait for permission to sing. They sing because it's the joy of a new day, right? To consciously behold the beauty in nature all around me, to constantly behold the beauty of other souls, to constantly honor the children who are so innocently seeking to grow up, and to be consciously willing to be an adult that's trying to build an environment of wholeness and peace and poise and power and balance and understanding and receptivity and learning and growing. See, the way you are in the world is not just affecting you, it's affecting everybody who touches your life. And it doesn't matter how big that circle is. Some are reaching thousands, some are reaching their family, some are reaching friends, some have their own circle of spiritual family that they've identified with. Our communities like this one are connecting in a higher level of belonging and seeking to bring out the sacred in each person, right? Seeing in your own eyes the sacred in every living soul. If you have four-legged friends, honoring and appreciating your four-legged friends and their communications of love and joy with you and their excitement about being alive, the dogs and the cats and the two-legged birds, whoever you've identified with, who is being touched by your vibration on a regular basis. You're changing. And if you're not expanding and growing, if you're not putting your attention, and here what's the songwriter says, love beyond what looks, beyond appearance. Love, see the sacred in every soul. Honor the sacred. That's what namaste means. The spirit with God within me honors the spirit of God within you. And we begin to see the sacred and the holy. We begin to see that kindness in everything, from our laundry to going to the market to dealing with the banks to cars, repairs, whatever your chop wood, carry water is to maintain your life, right? Who we are in that, the way we are in that is the vibration that's hitting the law of the circle, which is creating our lives and bringing in the deeper levels. You're not going to get deeper levels of love, joy, laughter, healing, and awareness unless you're looking for those things. Ask and seek and knock, that you're asking the law of life, the giver of all life, love, and beauty, that which is the I am within you. We begin to live from that soul awareness. I am an immortal spiritual being, superior to my mind, to my body, and to my experience. We're beginning to wake up to who and what we really are. And yet, how long do we have to consciously work on making sure what we're doing with our conscious mind is affirmative, right? Hoagie Carmichael wrote a song a long time ago called Accentuate the Positive. And the line was, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and don't mess around with Mr. In Between. That would be malaise and doldrums, right? Or confusion or fear, right? We must know there's a power for good in the universe, and I can use it, and I can live with it, and I can commune with it, because it's Joel Goldsmith and many others before Joel Goldsmith, Joel Goldsmith wrote a book called Practicing the Presence, but so did Brother Lawrence write such a book, that we can be in tune with the infinite of the life source within us by being aware that I am that. I came from the light. I put on a coat of skins. That means I incarnated to be made flesh. I incarnated so that I could bring more light. And in this time, I believe in this time, we are in a change of eons of misunderstanding, eons of ignorance and separation, believing that somehow my ego could do whatever it wants to do and I could create whatever I want for myself and it doesn't affect anybody else. There is no such thing as something that doesn't affect everything else. Quantum mechanics says if a butterfly flaps its wings in China, it changes everything. It's a vibrational universe. You're a creator. You are in the image and likeness of the one, given the same law that spirit itself, what God knows is. What you and I know, not what we're playing with in our mind, not what we think we believe, but what we actually know is becoming our experience. And so we consciously take our mind daily and affirm the goodness of life, affirm, as Maya did in her beautiful treatment there, the releasing of ideas that are limiting and opening to ideas that nurture my soul, that nurture my hopes, dreams, and desires, that I can use my mind to see the world I want it to, the way I want it to be, and I can go out into the world and be that kindness in the world, and be that vibration in the world, and look for those things that make me laugh, that bring joy. Look for those things that that cause me to be aware of my love and to be more deeply loving. I have 6 grandchildren. My wife and I have 6 grandchildren. And if you put an image of any of those children, and of course our beloved, their parents, our beloved children, if you put an image of any part of my family in front of me, I can feel the deep level of love, and joy immediately comes. Any photo of my grandkids or my children, uh, uh, they enliven me. When I see photos of my friends, or even get a phone call or touch the base. It was my long, more than 50-year friend who sent me the video of that song about what's really important. What's really important is to 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 enjoy life, to get to really, this is the day the Lord has made, and I'm going to see the love, the light, the joy, the wisdom, the freedom, the beauty. I'm going to feel the breeze touch my face. I'm going to notice the artistry of the clouds. I'm going to pay attention to the goodness of life, because the more my inner recognition of reality is what's attracting all the things to my life. So daily, I'm clarifying my awareness about my spiritual nature. Daily, I'm calling that spiritual nature into every cell of my body. Daily, I'm knowing that that which is the perfect intelligence of life created me in its image, and I'm born in the image and likeness of wholeness. Perfect health, wealth, love, and success is mine. We begin, but it's not going to happen if you read the newspaper and get bummed out about the world. I read the newspapers. I read the newspapers because I'm a teacher in the world. So I want to understand what's happening in the world. And I want to understand how easy it is for human beings to misdirect their own energy and create more chaos. You came from the light. You've tuned into the idea that you are one with the one. You now can daily deal directly with the one, nothing between you and the one, and calling that life force, my love, my light, my truth, my wisdom, the giver of my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And recirculating that energy so that it expands, so that it becomes sweeter and more powerful and more belonging. This is Casper. He's got to come up and say hello. He's working with me every Tuesday morning. We're sending our light and love into the world. So Google Coffee with Casper. Pay attention to CSL Midtown and all these wonderful speakers that are coming through, even as they're unfolding their right and perfect minister to be with them live in Atlanta. But I like being with you live in cyberspace, that I can connect with you, the members of the Center of Spiritual Living Midtown, right? So because we are all one family. Why? Because we're vibrating close enough to each other to understand each other, to love each other, to be able to touch each other through the ethers, and know that we are one with the one, and that we are one with every conscious awakening person in the world. We are one with every peace-loving person. We are the ones who are bringing the light that has been the ancient prayer, peace on earth and goodwill to all humankind. And now we're expanding our awareness even more. We're saying not only to all humankind, but to the earth too, to everywhere. Love, light, truth, beauty, may it emanate from me and contribute to the whole in a way that helps bring about the transformation of the race into a world that works for everyone, and help uplift each soul, because nobody can change your consciousness. You're the only one who can change your consciousness. You're the only one who can catch yourself dropping into negativity and ask from on high that more light, more love, more transformation, more beauty, more abundance, more wisdom, more peace, more ask and seek and knock on these doors of the cosmos itself. That's what the master teacher was giving us. It wasn't a religious thing. He didn't say if you belong to a particular group or belong to a particular religion, you should ask, seek, and knock. He said, no, this is the laws of the cosmos. We should ask and seek and knock, because the perfect intelligence is in me now, moving through me now, and it's responding to me now. It's responding to my every thought, to my every feeling, to everything, every word that comes from my mouth. Somebody, as Mary Baker Eddy said, somebody needs to stand porter at the door of your own thinking. And if it goes downhill, stop, take a breath, and use affirmations and use your awareness of your belonging to the one. Use the tools that you've learned through studying the principle of one mind and the law of mind and the law of the circle, and use your friends and spiritual awakened people. Release those people from your world that are not supporting you, and attract more and more people into your life who see you as the beloved of the Most High, who see you as the awakening Buddha and Atman and Christ. And I try to see that in everyone, whether they know it or not. But how powerful it is when we are gathered in a group like this and can feel each other reaching out, reaching up, and supporting one another, and creating right here in cyberspace from CSL Midtown a vibration that's helping to uplift and heal and bring peace and poise and harmony and balance into the race, that we can release all of these ideas of fear and doubt and prejudice and begin to see each human being. And if we honor each human being, then our need to fight becomes it becomes washed away. We have no need to fight. We have only the need to bring more light, more love, more truth, more peace, more poise, and more service to a world that is hungry and thirsty to know there are deeper spiritual laws that we can call into play today, right here, right now. And the simplest little thing is 3 little words. Put your attention on the beauty of living. Laugh, laugh, like every sunrise knows your name. Love beyond all appearance. It's the joy inside our path. That means I've been talking plenty. It's the joy inside our path. That's what we need. Bring that joy. Live, love, laugh. Pay attention to when you're laughing and having fun. Pay attention when you're noticing the beauty. Celebrate it. Say thank you. Recirculate it. Together, we are helping not only to make our lives richer, that our soul becomes completely fulfilled in the glory of the I am that I am, but that we may be a beneficial presence to everyone who touches the arena of our experience. Who you are is something magnificent, and it's been my honor and privilege to share with you in this day. And go out there and make it a great day. Make it a great life. Go out there and see the change and be the change that you want to be in the world.
Thank you, Dr. Harry. What an awesome talk. Very inspirational. We'll see you over on Zoom in just a little bit.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
Discussion group. So for those of you that are online, you can join us over on Zoom. Go to cslmidtown.org and scroll down to the bottom, click the Zoom link and get the passcode to come and join us in a discussion with Dr. Harry. So now it's time for our new minister, Sacred Covenant, Easy Prayer. There's only one life. This life is good. This life is God. This life is my life now. And knowing that I am one with this life that is God, I therefore know that I am one with all of its blessed expressions, which includes the presence of a new minister for my beloved spiritual community. Because I know the highest purpose for my new minister is to express spirit, I therefore know that my new minister is a revelation of spirit as principle. I further know that my new minister is the fulfillment of that which has been promised by God. For it is written, principle is not bound by precedent. It operates according to law, and it is always available to those who are willing to align themselves with it. As I stand in agreement with my beloved community, I see my new minister before me as inspiring spiritual oneness through wisdom, love, and authenticity. I now intend to experience my new minister in full cooperation and agreement with my community, knowing this truth about myself. For I am inspired to live as love and the expression of principle. I am awakening the wisdom within me by clearly communicating the principles of universal truth. I am a conduit of divine love, wisdom, and healing energy, recognizing the inherent wholeness within all beings. I am offering teachings, classes, and mystical studies grounded in spiritual principles to cultivate inner wisdom, personal transformation, and empowered living. I am extending the love, compassion, and transformative power of spirit into the wider community, fostering connections that heal, uplift, and support individuals in their unique journeys. As I now accept the highest expression of a new minister into my life, I know that they will be revealed in a way that will express spirit and serve the highest and greatest good for all who are touched by their presence. I am grateful God is gracious, and so it is. And you can download that at our website, cslmidtown.org, and read it daily for our community. Thank you. And so now it's time for conscious giving. You can donate at cslmidtown.org/donate. Set up a one-time contribution or an ongoing contribution, or you can scan the QR code. That'll take you right there. Here is our affirmation of prosperity. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. So now time for a couple of announcements. We have our wonderful Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson coming next week. I want to thank Maya for that beautiful treatment she did. And if you want a deeper understanding, we have an adult study group reading the Science of Mind textbook currently. They meet at 10 a.m. Sunday mornings, right before this. They meet on Zoom. So you can go to that same Zoom link at cslmidtown.org. Join for that. You don't have to read this week's reading to join in the discussion because it is a discussion group, study group. And now let's do our affirmation of life. I leave this place now knowing something better than I knew before. I go forth into the world with a heart full of love and a mind full of good sense. I look at the world in a greater way, knowing that I have within me everything I need to seek the life I desire. I give thanks for this understanding, and I am grateful for the spirit of life that lives through me. And so it is. Thanks, everybody. Have an awesome week, and we'll see you either on Zoom or next week.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all that I have. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all that I have. Hey, oh yeah, grateful. I just say I am so grateful every day for all I have. Every day, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all I have. Every day I say it. Grateful. How I'm grateful. Every day. Oh yeah. I am so grateful. Oh yeah. I'm so grateful. 'Cause I accept and I receive. I am so grateful. Oh yes, I am. I am so grateful. Hey, grateful. I just count my blessings. Grateful. I just count my blessings.
There is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it.